actually, I made a deal with my coach. She just said, you have to show up here like it's your job, because it's your job to save your life. I'm like,
I love that.
absolutely. It's my own job to save my life, because no one's going to do it, right? No one else can do it for you.
Yeah.
And I've spent years and years and years wishing and hoping and not doing, but just wishing I was in a different body, hoping that I could wake up and be in a different body or whatever, right? But you have to do it. You have to do it for yourself.
Welcome to Beyond the Scale, the show where everyday heroes share their stories on how they turn their lives around for the healthier. I'm Coach Brittany, and today I have a very special guest, Janelle Dykstra from Goderich, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
All the way from Canada, representing.
Totally.
Well, we're excited to have you.
Thank you.
Before we get started, I want to play a game called Rapid Fire. Okay? So basically, you're just going to answer the questions as fast as you can, first thing that comes to mind. Okay?
Okay.
So if you had to choose one animal to help you win a fight, which animal would you choose?
A tiger.
Duh, right? If you were a pair of shoes, what kind of shoes would you be?
Runners.
Okay. What would you do if you were invisible for a day?
I don't know, everything.
Who's the funniest person you know?
Just a friend, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
A friend that I work with.
Okay, coworker.
Yep.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
At this moment, I would go to Peru.
Ooh.
Climb Machu Picchu, baby.
Oh my gosh, I've always wanted to do
Same
that.
with me.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
All right, we got to go do it.
Okay.
All right, now, would you rather eat a bowl full of crickets or a bowl full of worms?
Worms.
It's your
They're
lucky
not
day,
as crunchy.
Janelle. It's your lucky day.
Oh, you
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. All right, and now, can you describe your life in one word?
Happier. Yes.
Okay. All right, well, that concludes Rapid Fire. Thanks for playing.
Okay.
Now it's time to get into the juicy stuff.
Oh, great.
So you completed the 8-week challenge.
Yes.
And you are one of the top 10 finalists.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel great. It feels really good, and I can't believe I was picked to come here and be one of the finishers.
When you entered in the challenge, did you have any thought that you would be a finalist?
Yeah, I was pretty motivated to be a finalist. I didn't know I would get picked this far, but I was just motivated, I guess, to win in my facility.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Awesome.
And then the rest was just up to everyone else. So
Look at you. There was literally thousands of challengers participating.
yeah,
Thousands. And you're in the top 10.
that's crazy. Crazy. I still can't believe it.
How did you feel, and like, what was your reaction once you got the phone call?
I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I honestly, when they first called, I was doing a workout, and then I saw on the phone that California called, and I thought it was a telemarketer. So when they called back, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to pick this up. And then my coach was like, pick it up now.
We need to know.
Yes.
That's amazing.
So, yeah.
So what results did you see from the challenge?
I lost 41 pounds.
Woo! 41 pounds. That's a lot.
Feels great. Yeah. Initially my goal was like 30 pounds, and then I hit that, and then so I'm like, well, I might as well go for 10 more. So
Might as well, right?
might as well. And I
Let's
hit
go down
11,
to 10.
so
There you go.
more. Yeah.
And now, did you go to Fit Body Bootcamp before the challenge, or did you just start with the challenge?
No, I've been there for about 8 years.
Okay.
I think I started in like 2011 when my owner, like Nadine, when she first started. So, yeah.
Nice.
I've been with them for a while.
That's amazing. So before starting Fit Body, like 8 years ago, were you always active, or?
I tried to be active. I've been overweight my entire life since I was a kid. So, but I always played baseball in the summer. Like I always tried to be active, but my weight was definitely a big factor of that, like of not being as active, I guess, in my adult life. So.
Got it. Was it like not being active and like your relationship with food, or was it just?
It was everything. Yeah.
All
All of the
combination.
above. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
And now, aside from losing the 41 pounds, what other changes did you see aside from the physical changes?
A lot of it is mental. Like you mean just in the challenge alone?
I mean, overall it's fine.
Yeah, I guess overall it's
Yeah.
the same thing. It's just mental. I feel like I'm more confident. I guess I've looked into what triggers I've had, like, you know, kind of, because I think in a lifestyle, you yo-yo, right? You go up and down and stuff. And I've really looked into what triggers I've had and why I revert back, I guess why I revert back, right? Why you kind of get off track and stuff, so. but
How
it's
did you like start finding your triggers? Like, what was that process?
Well, I
like?
guess I was just trying to be more mentally aware, right? Like it's like, okay, I'm feeling this feeling, why, and what do I want? Like, why do I want to eat that? And then, yeah, kind
I
of
think
going
that
from there.
being aware is a huge factor in life. Like, the more aware you are, the better your life is.
The more success
and
you
the
can
more
have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
so.
life is a game of, self-awareness.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
Gary Vee says anyway.
So, yeah.
So, what other things have happened in your life? Has fitness helped like bleed into other areas of your life, whether it be relationships, work, just your outside hobbies?
Well, everything, I guess. Work is easier. Like, it's easier to move around and whatever. Outside hobbies, I like to do triathlons. So I've done like 8 of those. I did 2 half marathons and a Ragnar run. So obviously living a fit, healthy lifestyle helps those, right? I never would have been able to do those before. So, and it's just, I'm more social, I'm more active in the community and stuff.
What's a Ragnar run? Is it like a
Ragnar
mud
run?
Yeah.
It is, so it's in Canada. So we ran it's 310-ish kilometers. So it's from like Cobourg to Niagara Falls. It's right around a waterfront. And you have a team of 12 people and you each run 3 legs, but you, like 1 through 12 runs and then 1 through 12 runs again and you do it again. But it's all day and all night. So you go for like 35 hours straight.
Oh, wow.
So if you're not running, you're driving to the next checkpoint and like meeting up with your other runners, and yeah, it's intense.
I was going to say, it sounds fun, but
it's
intense.
amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel when you're done with those type of things?
Amazing.
So rewarding.
Yes, crossing the finish line or finishing that Ragnar run is just like, it's just the best feeling. And the fact that I couldn't ever do that before, so it makes it even better.
Yeah. Was there any other like fitness things, like whether it be fitness programs or different types of gyms that you've tried before?
Oh yeah, like I've been on like Weight Watchers, and I've done like all the fad diets and like the pills and the potions and everything, and even just joining a gym and stuff but they're like the bigger gyms and stuff. They're just not as personal. They don't kind of give you that nutrition background, or everything's just not as accessible, I guess, right? Whereas boot camp is just, I can just talk to my coach about daily struggles and she helps me out, right? So
yeah, and I'm sure whether it comes to nutrition,
anything,
things going on in life,
and they understand it, right? Like, yeah, they just understand what life brings. So
that's great. So, what is one of the biggest struggles that you've had when you were doing the challenge and that you had to overcome?
I don't know. I wasn't that bad on the challenge. I didn't feel like I struggled that much, but I guess it's just mental focus. I guess that's all it kind of boils down to all the time. There's just moments. There was moments of like me feeling defeated or me feeling, like it's like, oh, I got to do, just tired, but you just try and strive through them, right?
Right. So more like trying to get to boot camp or like more like trying to like go the extra mile during boot camp.
Yeah. When I was there, it was fine. Like I could push myself when I'm there in the gym. It was more or less getting there, and it's like, because life gets crazy, and
yeah,
I work shift work too, so it's like
Oh, that's even that much harder.
Yeah, so it's, making the time, I guess, just to go, but you just have to focus on that, right?
So how did you fight through that during the challenge?
I just went. It's just like, you know what, I'm going to regret it if I don't go. I'm going to be feeling guilty and everything, so I just went. Because I know I always feel better after I go.
Yeah, and then once you get in the habit and stuff, eventually you figure out that it's not that hard anymore. It's
and
it's
it's like a
half
an hour.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
So
half
it's like
an hour.
no big deal.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like quickly go and then you're done.
Yeah. So what type of advice would you give to someone that may be listening right now that's on the fence of starting a challenge or just starting their fitness journey? What's some advice that you would give them?
You just got to start. Like, yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Just start. You got to start somewhere. Like when I started, I was over 400 pounds, and like you feel defeated, or you feel right before you even start, right? Or the fact that you focus on it has to be perfect right away. Well, it doesn't. It's just baby steps from the beginning. Yeah, you just have to start. It's 5 steps forward, 3 back, but you just keep going.
Always
You
those
keep
baby
moving
steps.
forward. Yeah.
No, don't look back. Just keep going.
Yeah, just keep going.
So were you like what were your first thoughts? I know it was like 8 years ago, but first going into Fit Body, like, were you skeptical about the 30 minutes, or were you?
Yeah, I was really intimidated. Like, cause it's classes, right? Like you have a group of people, and I was self-conscious. I was like ashamed of how big I got. I was like all those negative thoughts and negative feelings, right? And then you go in and walk into this class, and there's like 15 people there or something, right? And it's like you feel like everyone's judging you, but they're not. Like even after the first session, I'm like, I knew it was where I belonged.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
30-minute session, and like you're like, whoa, okay, this.
Yeah,
is home.
like it was hard, and it was
Right.
It was everything, right? But because I wasn't in a good state. But yeah, I just kept going back.
And now you've been there for 8 years. Do you still find the workouts challenging?
Absolutely. I still get a major sweat on every workout, right? Because it's how far you can push you.
Oh yeah, totally.
So it's not, right? And that's what's great about it too, is because in the beginning I couldn't do half of the workout, like half of the exercises and stuff. But now it's like, now I can, but I push myself even further.
So what type of milestones have you set for yourself and overcame that maybe, whether it be a few years ago or when you first started, you thought you may never get to, if any?
I'd say like I lost 100 pounds in the first, so I went to boot camp for like 8 years ago, right? The first 4 years were very sporadic and my attendance wasn't the greatest, because life was just I was in a tough spot. But anyways, when I focused on losing the weight, I lost 100 pounds in that first year, and I never thought I could do it, but then I just kept going, and you just focus on the 5 pounds or 10 pounds away, right? And all of a sudden in a year I lost 100 pounds, and then the next year I lost another 50. So I never thought I could do it.
Look at you now.
But I did.
You did, and you continue to do it. You're keep pushing through and keep doing it.
Yeah.
I'm just so amazed. Like, it's great. But you're talking about being in a tough spot in your life.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, yeah, I was just, yeah. So I was in a really toxic relationship. And
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
I was just in a really toxic relationship, and it was just mentally, financially, like it was just mentally abusive and emotionally abusive. And I guess the thing is, I didn't know how to love myself, and neither did he. And we were just toxic together. And so it was really, that's when I gained the most weight. That's when I reached my highest weight I've ever been. Yeah, it was just really tough. I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah, no, and then I can't imagine your mentality, even when you separate yourself from it.
Yeah, it was negative, and it was awful. Yeah,
to get yourself out of that. Well, I'm so proud of you for being able to find yourself and love yourself and take care of yourself and change your mentality around that.
It's a daily process. Every day,
sure.
Every day is different. Every day is up and down, but it's just, you keep moving forward.
You're a fighter.
Yeah, that's what you got to be, right? A fighter.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
So is there anyone that you have brought to boot camp with you that you've seen their lives change, or anyone that you've shared your story with that you've been able to help?
Off the top of my head, there was one girl at boot camp that I shared parts of my story in the New Year, New You Facebook group. And actually I shared parts of that toxic relationship. And there was another member, and her daughter was actually her daughter just got out of a toxic relationship as well. So we really connected on that. And she's like, your story inspired her. And so that feels pretty great, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, that has to feel so amazing inside.
It feels really good. So just to know that some of my darkest times, because I was in a really bad depression, so it's just nice that some of my darkest times actually help somebody.
Yeah, your struggles help everyone else. Like
Yeah.
you overcoming your struggles is what helps.
Yeah, because there is light. There is light at the end of
Yeah.
the tunnel, right? Like you can get through it, and you can get over it. Just work through it every day.
Work through it. Just keep looking for that light out there.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with the right people.
Absolutely. That's a big one, right?
Yeah.
Like I was in such a negative spot, and this depression, I guess I describe it as I felt like I was in a big black hole. That's how I described it. And I just felt like the darkness was just consuming me. So, yeah, it just feels really great to be out of that spot.
What's the first step to get out of that spot? Because I think even people that are just overweight, like maybe they're not struggling with like toxic relationships, but maybe they're just like completely overweight, and like they just feel like there's nothing that I can do. Like I'm stuck, but really there is something they can do. So what's the first step?
Well, just know that you can do it. You just have to fight through it. Fight through all those the negative mindset, all that's. Just do something. Again, just start somewhere.
Take action.
Take
right?
action.
One thing.
And like there was nights where I just didn't think I was going to wake up the next day.
Oh my gosh.
Like it wasn't just a toxic relationship, right? It was depression. It was years of abuse, of negative mindset and all that kind of stuff, and not feeling good enough and not being proud and all that kind of stuff. Like they just added up. And yeah, there was nights where I just didn't want to wake up the next day, didn't think I was going to wake up. So you just have to keep pushing forward. Sorry.
No, you're totally fine.
Like you just have to find something, right? Do it for yourself,
Yes.
do it for somebody else. Like just find a reason why and keep working towards that.
I'm so happy that you're so open to share your story, because I mean, like you've already helped other people out there, but like people need to hear that. People need to know that there's light.
Honestly, I was at rock bottom at one point, so sorry.
No, you're totally fine. You're fine.
Anyways, but yeah, you just have to keep fighting. Know that you deserve it, and even if you don't believe it, just keep fighting.
Yeah, just keep telling yourself that you're worth it until you do believe it.
Even if you don't believe it, right?
Yeah, because everyone is worth it.
Yeah, I made a deal with my coach. She just said, you have to show up here like it's your job, because it's your job to save your life.
I love that.
Absolutely. It's my own job to save my life, because no one's going to do it, right? No one else can do it for you.
Yeah.
And I've spent years and years and years wishing and hoping and not doing, but just wishing I was in a different body, hoping that I could wake up and be in a different body or whatever, right? But you have to do it. You have to do it for yourself.
You did it for yourself, girl. You did it. And so what's your next goal? What's your next thing that you want to accomplish? Because it seems like you accomplish everything that you might do.
Well, I want to lose 175 pounds now. That's my next weight loss goal. And my next I'm doing another Ragnar run this summer.
Woo!
Actually in like 2 months.
Dang.
I'm doing more triathlons and stuff. But I really want to climb Machu Picchu.
I'm telling you, that would be so freaking cool.
So,
we should just do a full fit body. Let's go do it and climb.
Totally.
That'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that too.
That's what I want to do. So
what does living beyond the scale mean to you?
I think it just means freedom, right? Like it means not focusing on what's on the scale. It means just living your best life, living the life you've imagined, you've dreamed of, and not focusing on living a healthy lifestyle, so you don't have to focus on the scale, so you don't have to focus on all that stuff, right? Yeah. Just live your life.
Just live your life. Live the best version.
Live and love your life.
Yes, every moment of it, no matter where you are in your journey, just love your life.
And it's a journey, right? And just take every day and make it special. right?
Absolutely.
It's not just a destination that you're going to, right? The journey is part of life. So
Yeah.
every day.
You have to enjoy every single step of it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story and being
Thank you.
open. And congratulations again on being a top 10
you.
finalist.
Thank you.
So amazing. If anyone out there may be in the Ontario, Canada area, where can they find you if they want to come work out?
Goderich, Ontario, at NV Fitness. Yeah. Look us up. Send me a message, whatever.
There you go.
Come on out.
And for those of you that may not be in that area, make sure you go to fitbodybootcamp.com to find a location near you and claim your 3 free workouts. Until next time.